Hi guys, and welcome to this week's History with Jackson. This week is our first episode in the Dictator series. In this video, I'll just look at some qualifying criteria and outline what a dictatorship is, just so we have some background information for the next few weeks where we look at dictatorships in isolation and not comparing them to others. So I hope you like this video, and I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into it. So, what is a dictatorship? So a dictatorship is a regime under control of one man or a very small group of politicians. A dictatorship tends to have a cult of personality surrounding the leader. So what is a cult of personality? A cult of personality is a public perception, a public image that is built up around the leader of the nation. This perception or image idealizes the leader and turns him into a heroic figure that saved the nation. It's very much a cult where the leader is worshipped, and it's very quasi-religious in its nature, where figures like Stalin, figures like Hitler are worshipped by the people and people are devoted to them. So dictatorships are usually totalitarian in nature, but the difference is that a dictatorship or a dictator is the source of the power. Meanwhile, totalitarianism is the scope of that power, so the totality of it across a nation and the total subversion of normal life. So we're going to look at what the 6 characteristics of totalitarianism is and how these qualify to dictatorships, and this is what we're going to look at each week. So how each regime acts upon the 6 characteristics. So Carl J. Friedrichs outlined these 6 characteristics in the 1960s, and they've formed the backbone of the definition ever since. So characteristic 1 is an official ideology with a body of doctrine that comes with it. This ideology is held up as the final perfect state for mankind. Characteristic 2 is a single mass party organised under a leader, a dictator, and this single mass party has less than 10% of the population as members, and these members are unquestionably devoted to the ideology, the party and the leader. Characteristic 3 is a system of terror, be it physical or psychological. It is arbitrarily used. It is used against enemies of the party, of the leader, or ideological dissidents. This terror is used to uphold the other characteristics as well. Characteristic 4 is a monopolistic system of control over communications, and the government or the regime hold this control. Characteristic 5 is a monopolistic system of control in the hands of the government over the armed forces and arms. Both characteristic 4 and 5 are enabled through technological means. And characteristic 6 is a centrally controlled, directed and planned economy. So like I said, these 6 characteristics are what we're going to use in the future to look at the other regimes, look at how they act, but more specifically, look at their interpretation of these 6 characteristics. So for this video, I just want to recommend a couple of books because they really helped me in my research for this video. Firstly is How to Be a Dictator, The Cult of Personality in the 20th Century by Frank Dicotta. This is a fantastic book. It's really easy to read. It outlines stuff, the cult of personality, on many leaders, and I really think you guys will like it. As always, the link for this book will be in the description below. And secondly, this book has been really helpful through my research for my dissertation as well, is The Totalitarian Dictatorship and Autocracy by Friedrich and Brzezinski. This fantastic book, it's been around since the 60s. I'm using it for my dissertation as well. So the link for both those books will be in the description if you want to go and get them, if you want to go and read them. They're really fantastic. I will thoroughly recommend them. So just want to say that I've really wanted to do this video. I'm really looking forward to getting into this series. Next week will be Stalin. So we will look at how Stalin did those 6 characteristics and how he acted as a dictator. So I'm really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to getting stuck into this series. But if you liked and enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and please share as well. Really appreciate all the help and all the love I've been getting from you guys, so I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into this even more. And if you want to keep up to date with me and History of Jackson, please head to www.historyofjackson.co.uk. On there, like I said, you'll find all my work and keep up to date with me. So I look forward to seeing you next week, and thank you very much.